Sagittarius. This is your reading for the month of August 2022. And so, I've got a few coming out here. So I'm looking at the energy as we're going into August for you, Sagittarius. So the first card we've got here is overarching energy is the Eight of Swords. And so I am going to be saying, Sagittarius, darling, where are you feeling trapped here? Because we've got that, and we've got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So I'm thinking, is this a relationship situation? Straight away, there's there's a clash here, I think, with I say it straight up because we've got a couple here. Okay, now there's two opposing sides here. You know, that male and female energy that's going on, and that feeling of trapped. So to me, there's an issue, whether it's romantic or not, is really not the base issue. The issue is that something's making you feel trapped, Sagittarius, in the month of August. Okay, and neither of these parties look particularly thrilled about the situation. Okay, what I would say with the Eight of Swords is, though, that we are often our biggest enemy, and it's interesting because look what came up there is the Magician. So it is about, you know, tapping into your energy will get you out of a situation. Sagittarius, come on. You guys just do have that brilliance about getting yourself out of a situation. Sometimes we all have things that hold us back from remembering our true power. Yeah. So Sagittarius, I want to look at the energy that you need to tap into and keep in mind during the month of August. Okay, so Sagittarius, some energy messages, please, for beautiful Sagittarius. Okay, wow. It's interesting, and I will always go to this when it happens in a reading. If you have energy that's coming through quickly, these are the things that you need to recognize quickly, and then this took a little while before, and then we got a whole lot. So it's like there'll be a period of time, and then you'd be waiting for some of this to come through. So we've got the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful cards. And you know, the Chariot is really about pushing through, keeping things as stable as possible. You imagine riding one of those old chariots on a bit of rocky road, and it's bumpy, and those particular means of transport were rigid, you know, and so sometimes it's hard with that banging around, but keeping things stable. And you've got the Ten of Pentacles here, which again, there is that opportunity for stability. So what is this tension or conflict that's here in the background? Yep. It's definitely the sword energy here, because you've got the Ace of Swords, which is, I love the Ace of Swords coming through in a reading, but it's because you've had this previous thing where you're feeling trapped, etc. This is all about, you know, using your words and evenness through a particular, you know, your intelligence through some things, because often, Sagittarius, you can get caught up in the moment with your fiery personality, but it's about that measuring the words and intelligence appropriately. You've got the Five of Cups here, which is a bit of sadness, and you've got two quite challenging cards with the King of Pentacles in the middle. And remember, I was saying earlier on, I got that real energy of some kind of conflict in a partnership, and the King of Pentacles coming through here can represent an earth sign, or it could be that you're needing to consider the financial situation of what's going on as well in this particular conflict, because either side of this King of Pentacles was the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. So there's something there that's causing you some grief during the month of August, for sure. I do think, though, you've got the overarching energy of the Ten of Pentacles there, and the Chariot. So you're going to have to look to keep things stable. And the Three of Wands is really about, there's some things that you're looking towards from a bounty perspective that you need to keep in mind moving through August for you. So what I'm going to do, lovely Sagittarius, is think about what's happening in August from a week by week perspective that you need to think about to manage this. So the Queen of Swords has come up again. So there's something that's happened in the lead up to August, because we've got a double up of cards, and this is why I use several decks, because if we get a double up of energy, that's a very clear message to you, Sagittarius, about this Queen of Swords energy. And the Queen of Swords is about very intellectual, smart person, but they can have that a bit of a cutting side as well. And to keep that in mind, and it could be, what are you contributing to the situation with some of your words as well. We've got the Two of Wands here, which is, you've got to make an ultimate choice and decision. And I would go back to that Eight of Swords energy about feeling trapped there. So I think the first week of August, you're looking at a decision there, and that Queen of Swords is really that very independent person as well, which Sagittarius, you have that energy. So I would hate to think if you are in a situation where you are being held back, because that can tend to bring out a bit of negative energy for all of us, but particularly for Sagittarians, they do not like to be held back in any way, shape or form, and it's probably very damaging energy for all of us, but Sagittarius don't hide their feelings about it. Okay, there's I feel with the second week there's there's a holding energy, tension here, and what's come through is these two have popped out. And again, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is about thinking from a long-term perspective, and we've got the World, which can be the end of a cycle. So I think August is really going to send you that message, Sagittarius, that this is a cycle that's got to end. And you with the Eight of Swords we are the ones who have the power to change our destinies here. And it's interesting because you've got the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful card, but you've also got the Tower, and then you've got the Hierophant, okay? And some people feel really uncomfortable about the Tower when it comes up. I would say with the Tower, it's around foundation, and what are you building your foundation on here moving forward? And it's in the center of these two. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles on one side, and then you've got the hierarchy the Hierophant on the other. I get this real sense here of wanting to keep the peace or hold on to something, but inevitably there's some shakiness of foundations that are needing to be addressed. You've got this tension on the either side. I do like this Ace of Pentacles, you know, from a moving forward perspective. I really want to see you've got the Sun coming through. Okay, so I would say that there is some tension coming into that week, you know, 2 and 3, but you're moving into some of that Sun energy later in the month. So let's look at how we can close off the month in a positive way. Okay, we've got quite a few cards coming through here, and you know what? Can't believe this. This has happened in another reading, and I think this is the thing. There's so much tension at the beginning of August from an astrological perspective. We've got the Knight of Wands, which is that, you know, getting some new energy coming through. We've got the Nine of Wands, which is about persevering through adversity. And then we have, which is really interesting, we've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And isn't it funny that we had the King and Queen of Swords at the beginning? So I'm seeing that there's a positive, you know, resolution. I always see the Wands court cards as quite passionate. You know, they're really in their energy confidently. And Sagittarius, this is where you need to be in your natural fiery, in a good way, you know, passionate, creative energy. And so if you think about that, too much air into a fire sign, so the air from the swords at the beginning in a fire sign is too much flame. You know, if you've ever been near a fire, sat near a campfire, and you get those sparks coming through and a gust of wind, you know, it throws all of the sparks everywhere. That's what happens when there's too much air coming through for a fire sign. So I think this is a lovely completion for the month of August for you, Sagittarius. I will be doing some other reads during the month as well. So if you do subscribe, you'll get notifications on those. So I'll be doing those readings. Will be more what's coming through during certain moments during the month. So thank you for watching, Sagittarius, and good luck with August, and stay tuned if you want any more updates on reads during that month. Okay, bye-bye.